All right, so let's take that report. Delicate negotiations. Oh, we got a dagger of some sort. Okay. Oh, that was the talks between Fereld and Orlais. This was the Alistair thing. Talks between Fereld and Orlais took place in Jadder, and it was not easy to keep matters from spiraling out of control. King Alistair is no diplomat after all, and he had little patience for the endless fanfare. Thankfully, the Orlesians are uninterested in more war and were able to smooth the way towards an eventual peace treaty. The king sent along a sword that had once belonged to the Fereldan hero. King Callan had. So it's basically his father, or not his father, his gosh, what's his? You know what I'm trying to say. And thanks for the. Okay, yes, back. Oh wait, there's another thing there. Go, Leliana, just go.
Let's see what we have.
Go forth. Right, we had one other here. Research of the Well of Sorrows. I must take over our investigation into the Well of Sorrows. Dozens of... Okay, history is... While nothing conclusive, the research has proven useful in the negotiations with interested scholars, and we should guard it accordingly. Thank you, Leliana. Right, we're going to go back. We're going to go back to Ferelden. And then we have investigate the Frostback Basin. To Ambassador Josephine Montillier. Thank you so much for your earlier correspondence. I confess it's been difficult to get those in Orlais to take this discovery seriously in light of recent events, but I am positive that scouting the Frostback Basin will yield historic discoveries beneficial to both the academic yield and the Inquisition. As a staunch supporter, I am honored to be working in such great company on this historic occasion. Yours most sincerely, Professor Bram Kenrick, University of Orlais. Investigate the Frostback Basin. We've scouted the region and set up camp. Professor Kenrick has the scouts gathering anything they can find. So far, we've uncovered a lot of very old buckles. Hopefully this yields something more exciting. Anyone who comes here should be ready for hostile wildlife and angry Avar. The place is dangerous. Scout Harding. Venture forth. Right, we're going to bring Sarah. Oh, by the way, there was a... okay, we'll talk about that when we get to the zone, I guess. Because it'll give us something to talk about while we're doing our zone. Okay, and we want to... Oh, maybe we can't bring Sarah. Oh, that's unfortunate, because I want to bring Bull. But we wouldn't have a healer after that, so... I'm kind of curious what Solus would have to say. So we're going to bring him along. Maybe he'll bring up the whole, mythol thing. Who knows?
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
Ooh, who was that?
I'm afraid I'm a little behind on my studies.
Inquisitor Emeridon stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
Okay.
Scout Harding, you had me at equipment.
Whoa.
Thought you might like that.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Emeridon was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakkon. There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakkon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakkon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakkonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
Right. Okay. Oh, I can chat to her?
I thought we could catch up.
Anytime, Inquisitor.
Yeah. What do you think of Kenrick?
Have you spoken to Kenrick much?
A bit. He's quite nice, isn't he? And clever. Really loves his books. I said hello one day while he had his nose buried in a giant tome. His shriek was a winner. I can't stop doing it now. It's too funny.
Okay.
We'll continue this another time.
Goodbye then.
Right. Let's deal with Ironbull's points, because we haven't done that yet. We finished off his Reaver. Probably should do some more two-handed stuff because he doesn't really have all those abilities. So like Whirlwind, Pommel Strike, and Earth-Shattering Strike. Pommel Strike probably would be the better one over Whirlwind. So we could go like 1, 2, 3, 4. And what does that do? Reduction in cooldown, or we could do that. Yeah, that feels good. That gives him a couple extra abilities. Can I like switch these two around? Nice. Nice. So he's got his stuff going on. Cool. So we can quick save. Now, I probably should mention that whole theory behind Sarah that I briefly brought up. I am going to equip potions real quick. Okay. So we have that extra slot, right? So bees, because we don't have Sarah. Let's get some bees in here. Iron Bowl probably should get him, I don't know, regeneration probably. That would be a good one for him. Oh, he already had regeneration. Okay, well, rock armor? Because he's melee. Right, Varric, get him bees. Sorry, I really like bees. Solus, let's get him healing mist. And Vivian, let's do regeneration. Coal, and Deep Fire. Yeah, I like this. I feel like I'm being productive here. Bold doesn't, or Blackwall doesn't have like anything, so give him that and rock armor. Good. Dorian. No, you know what? Let's give Dorian healing mist. It's pretty good. Sarah needs more bees, but she also could do with some fire. Now, let's give her tears, because it's actually really strong, and I haven't been using it, and I probably should. And then finally, let's give Cassandra rock armor. Good. Is that it? Yeah, that goes back to me. Cool. Right, so there's so much to do here, actually. Yeah, let's mention the Sarah thing before I go too crazy on exploring this place. Some believe that she is, and there's a huge like article and there's a lot of research that goes into this, but some believe that she's actually the vessel for Andriel, however you pronounce that, which is the goddess of the hunt, if you remember her correctly, from all the stuff that we've recently done, which is really kind of a cool idea, that she's like some vessel to an elven god and just doesn't know it. Okay, and it's a cool idea, and I really like it, and I want it to be true, but I'm gonna have to do some more research in that before I can talk to it in a greater effect. Right, pages of neatly written stuff. Okay, so there's just basically lots of books. Read this one. Questions of accuracy. That moved against them were halted by the light from her most assured hands. It was then she took her own counsel, yada, yada, yada. So this is a lot of research for Kendrick. Inquisitor. Okay, so this is known about the other Inquisitor. What is known about the other Inquisitor would barely fill a page. He was friend of the Emperor Drakon. He was Inquisitor when the Seekers of Truth folded themselves into the Chantry as part of the Nevarin Accord, their order serving as persecutor or precursor rather, to the Order of Templars and the Circle of Magi shortly after the accord was signed between 122 and 124. Divine Ameridian left his position and departed, never to be seen again. These facts alone are undisputed. Everything else is uncorroborated. Thank you. Got there eventually. Hearsay, broad speculation. Okay, yada yada yada. So, wow, this goes on for a long time. Just a lot of information on the other Inquisitor. The first. Can I talk to him?
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
Harding means a good scout.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
Right. Can I investigate this further?
You said there were pieces dating back to Tevinter.
Yes. While it's rare to see Tevinter ruins so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost of some sort here. They might have built it as a ritual site. I'm not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
Okay.
You lost me at buckling.
You'd think that a buckle was a buckle. But ever since people started belting on weapons, they've been adding bits. One piece here has a dragon engraving. With the alloys of the metals used, it's clearly Tevinter. While this one uses a clasp that wasn't invented until the dawn of the Orlesian Empire. And when it comes to historical research, you might say we have to buckle down.
As bad as I am.
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
Right. What about this camp?
What makes you think the last Inquisitor was fighting?
There's a clasp here common to armor links. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow, like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silverite, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Cordilis. That dagger had to be a gift from Cordilis Dracon, first Emperor of Orlais. No one would just lose such a thing.
What can you tell me about the Avar fishing camp?
Not much. It's the friendly Avar, not these jaws of Hakkon barbarians. According to the scouts, they wouldn't say much about the area. Likely a local superstition.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Okay, we can do that. Is there anything else in his room? No. Good. I don't think there was anything else in here, so we could probably just go south out of the base. I should mention that this zone is fairly big. There's a lot of camps to be had. And we have, like, what? Like a rift off over to our right? Is that what that is? Let's check over here first. I should also mention that because we're trying to get the game done by November, you're probably going to see a lot more Dragon Age popping up, whether it's longer episodes, completing bigger parts of the zone faster, or is that a chest? Ooh, it is. Don't mind if I do. Or it might just be more episodes per week.
For resources, commander's orders. No small task given recent troubles, but I've some supplies here you may find useful.
Yes, that was useful supplies. Thank you. I like it when my Inquisition agents actually bring me something that is useful, as opposed to like opening it up and just like finding like a level 1 dagger. You're like, really? I'm level 20, guys, come on. Obviously you think I need more money or something, because that's all I'm gonna do is sell this. Now these guys should all be my level, roughly. From my understanding, this zone scales stuff as you go. Which in some cases makes it fairly difficult, but in others not so much. Come on, die, Fear Demon. Oh, I just realized I only have 1 cleanse. Oh no, I have Cassandra. I do have 2 cleanses. Okay, that'll work. Where did he go? Oh, okay, whatever. Right, so now that this is gonna happen, we'll switch to him. I don't see any places that I can get doubles going on, so we'll cleanse that. And her dubstep won't be back up. That's fine. Let's go back to stealth. Let's kill whatever comes out of this one, right? It is a Fear Demon. Well, I guess I chose the right one to attack them. It's good to take these guys out pretty quickly. Oh, I guess that would have been a better one, though. Get you wrecked. Right. Oh, freaking barriers. I hate barriers. What are they fighting? Greater Shade. Okay, they got him. Close the Fade Rift. By the way, you get some pretty good loot from the Fade Rifts here. If I recall correctly, that's like the primary source of loot at the beginning of this place. Yeah, look at that. Swift Great Axe. Talk about a good time to bring the Iron Bowl around, huh? That also gave us a lot of experience. Whew. Just, let's loot everything. So loot back here. No? Okay. So we're gonna level them up. Solus has a single point. What was I putting points into even? I mean, he's using the freeze anyway, so I may as well upgrade that, right? Bull has not leveled up, but Cassandra has. Do I have any more passives that I can get to her? That's a pretty good one, so if I can get to that, just go that way. And we'll go into inventory. I said we'll go into my inventory, thank you. We'll go to Iron Bowl, and that weapon that we just gave him, that was really good. We'll completely replace it by a much better one. Yeah. Oh, level 21 only. Damn it, Bull. You're so close. Should I go up here first? Oh gosh, I don't even know the direction I should go. I should probably pull up a map of this place and try to go from there.